Let's talk about mythological fates. The Greek Moirai, the Scandinavian Norns, or the Roman, Albanian, or Slavik versions, plus the anthropologic influences of any other sisterhood divinity with a textile motif that controls the cosmic span of individual human lives. There are some old oral traditions and folkloric hymns that place the number at a divine 7, but by far and away the most common number of sisters is 3, the weird sisters of luck, destiny, and fate. Clotho spins the thread, deciding when a life is born. Lachesis is the measurer of the thread, controlling the destiny. And then the inflexible Atropos, who cuts the thread. She is the oldest sister, as is Death's place. For the sake of a short, I will not name the sisters from each pantheon. Suffice it to say, they all play similar prime number assigned roles, only with the names befitting the region in which their belief stems from. Chronologically, Atropos was the first to rear her mythological head in pre-Grecian Mycenaean religion, in true cosmic irony making death come first. Hesiod described the Moirai as daughters of the proto-goddess Nyx, or night, and sisters of Thanatos, death, and Nemesis, retribution. But then later he unofficially recants and instead calls them daughters of Zeus and the titan Themis, who was the embodiment of divine order. The variety of tales and to what extent their power held sway depends on the material. Some accounts and beliefs place them as having power over the gods themselves, despite others worshipping them as gods. It is murky and slippery to pin down within the confines of a singular mythology, let alone the vast tapestry they wove across so many regions. We find gods for all manner of phenomenon around the world, but in differing forms and structures. The fact that these 3 thread-weaving sisters appear in similar form in many pantheons is fascinating. The idea obviously struck a chord for it to be syncretically adapted into other beliefs by other peoples of different backgrounds and cultures. The idea of weaving the cosmos into a fabric seems almost an omnipresent concept to many people. Even theoretical physics has proposed that the fundamental particles of the universe are not distinct point-like objects, but rather one-dimensional, strings. String theory is an assorted subject of attempts to address the deep questions of fundamental physics. All particles are tiny, vibrating strings. Threads, if you will. Leading me to my thoughts and opinions on the fates. Obviously, there's some innate human desire to point to someone or thing as responsible for the measurements of life. Why are some long? Why are some short? And that desire ties us back to the earliest need for warmth and security. As I pointed out, it could be 3,000 years ago, or it could be modern science. We want that explanation as to why. We want a secure, divinely woven cosmic order. Essentially, we want our blankies. The fates, the norns, the strings, the threads, they are there to comfort our minds in an obvious metaphor. But do watch out for that bitch Atropos. You never know when she's going to snip.